In today's video, we're going to talk about how to speed up your Windows 10 operating system in a few simple steps. Okay, let's start with step 1. Now, step 1 is disabling startup applications. Right click in your taskbar and then click Task Manager. Now it will open the Task Manager. Move to the Startup tab. Now, as you can see, there are so many applications that I've disabled, but if you've not disabled them, most of them will be enabled and they will slow down your computer during startup. Now to disable, just click, for example, this one, Discord, and then click right here. But in my case, I've already disabled them, so there's the option is to enable. Now you can disable all of them except maybe your antivirus, which you may need to run in the background while you're booting. Now the second step is to clear your system cache, and to do that, open the search bar and then type %temp % and then click enter. Now it will open this folder with some files. Now select all, Ctrl A, and then delete. Shift delete to delete permanently instead of deleting them to the recycle bin. Click delete. Now it will bring up this prompt. These are the files that are cache files that are being used at the moment, so we cannot delete them. Just skip them. Now the third step is the third method is disabling background applications. Also open the Windows search bar and type background apps. Now click this option. Now it will open this settings tab. Now this tab shows applications which are allowed to run in the background and those that are not allowed to run. Now some people will tell you to turn off this feature, to turn all apps not to run in the background, but it's not the best option, because some apps which you may require are required to run in the background, for example when you are minimizing them or something like that. So just select the apps that you rarely use or you don't use. Deselect them, for example this one. Deselect them. This will save you a lot of RAM, because unnecessary apps will not run in the background. Now deselect the apps that you feel you rarely use and they don't need to run in the background. After that, just close the settings tab. Now the fourth step is making sure the partition that you've installed your operating system has enough space, so you can open this PC. In my case, my operating system is in the local disk C. Now, at least make sure your operation has more than maybe 5 GB or 10 GB space, because the computer stores cache as you continue using the PC, and if the storage is low, this may make a computer to run very slowly. Now you can move unnecessary files from your local disk C to your other partitions, or you can copy them to an external storage medium. Now the fifth way of increasing your Windows 10 computer performance is to track your power options. If you're using move down here. If you're using a laptop, move down here. There's this option for the battery percentage. Just right click and then select power options. Now it will open this window. Many computers have 3 options. We have high performance, balanced, and power saver. Now switch your computer from either balanced or battery saver to the high performance mode. Now in the performance mode, the computer runs at its full potential, but in balanced or power saver, the CPU is throttled a bit so that the battery can be saved, and also the graphics processing unit is slowed a little bit. Now make sure you select the high performance mode so that the CPU can run at its maximum potential. Now the next step is to disabling shadows, animations, and visual effects. Now Windows 10 has quite many animations and visual effects. It mostly affects slower computers, but newer computers it does not really have any big difference. Now to disable these animations and visual effects, just open this PC, move to the computer tab up here, and then click System Properties. Now after it opens System Properties, move to the Advanced System Settings on the left side of the screen, and then select Performance. In the Performance tab, click on Settings. Now it will open this window. Now I've selected let Windows choose what's best for your computer. Now it may occasionally morph between best appearance and best performance, but right here select adjust for best performance, so it will remove all shadows and animations to make sure the computer performs at its best. Click apply, and then OK, and then click OK. Now keep in mind that it will make your UI less appealing, but it may go a big way in increasing your computer performance. You may see the text may be a little bit clunky, but it will increase your performance a little bit. Also another way is to scan your computer for malware. So your computer might be infected with viruses which take a lot of computer resources, making your computer to slow down. So it's advisable that you download and you buy an antivirus license key and scan your computer for any bloatware if you have a feeling that your computer might be infected with malware. Now another way is to defragment your A drive or a solid state drive. Now to do defragmentation is the process in which data in your hard drive or solid state drive is brought together. Instead of data bits being scattered across your hard drive or solid state drive, it's brought together such that it's easier to access. Now to do that, open the search bar and then search defrag, and then click enter. Now it will list the partition that you have in your hard drive. Now to defragment, for example, my local disk C, select it and then click on analyze. After it has finished analyzing the hard drive, and then you click optimize. You can also turn on scheduled optimization. You can also set, for example, the disk is defragmented once in every week or once in every month instead of doing it manually. Also, you can set the time that you want it to be defragmented, for example, at night when you are not using your computer. Another way to increase the performance of your Windows 10 computer is to disable game mode. Now open the search bar and type game mode, then click enter. It will open this tab. I've already turned my game mode off. Now game mode is a mode that is designed for gamers that helps boost the performance of a computer. Now it's a good thing for gamers, but for normal users it's not good, as it loads up many processes that use up more RAM and more CPU resources that may harm the computer performance. Now make sure this is turned off, but if you game, you can turn this on. I also have two bonus tips that I'm going to share with you. The first one is, if you run into many problems using Windows 10, the computer is very slow, and you have a relatively old computer, you might consider using an old operating system such as Windows 8 or 8.1. And if you are comfortable, you can use even Windows 7. The old operating systems had less process running in the background. They are more stable and use less resources, so they can run better in that hardware. So running old operating systems is also a solution to a very slow computer when while using Windows 10. Now, another one is upgrading your computer from a hard drive to a solid state drive. Now, if you're using a hard drive is a mechanical drive, and the hard drive spins in order for data to be read and written. So it tends to become very slow with usage over time. Now, solid state drives are a newer technology. They don't have any moving parts, and they are considerably faster than hard drives. So it's a good thing to upgrade to an SSD. It also improves the boot time of a computer, game loading times, and all that good stuff. So it's a very important tip, because it may be the only all these steps that we've covered, they will improve the performance, for example, of your drive or SSD. But if you're using a drive and you upgrade to an SSD, you will see the performance change almost instantly. Now, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing and